Get jolted. 10 stunning caffeine facts uncovered. Are you ready to have your morning cup of joe demystified? Prepare to have your mind buzzed as we spill the beans on 10 shocking facts you didn't know about caffeine, the most widely consumed psychoactive substance. Hang on to your coffee mugs. It might come as a surprise, but each day, a hefty portion of the global population willingly consumes a drug, caffeine. Your beloved morning kickstarter is indeed a psychoactive substance. How so? By affecting your central nervous system, caffeine ramps up your heart rate and pushes alertness to new heights. There's a twist, though. It's not just tolerated, it's totally legal, and not just in 1 or 2 countries, but universally. Can you believe that? When it comes to caffeine, there's no need to lurk in shadowy alleyways or worry about law enforcement. That's right, we're all walking around, openly sipping on a mind-altering drug without a care in the world. So next time you're enjoying your coffee, tea, or energy drink, just remember, you're partaking in the world's most popular psychoactive ritual. Not all caffeine is created equal. Hold on to your caffeinated beverages. It turns out caffeine doesn't just call coffee beans home. It's also tucked away in over 60 plants, including tea leaves, cocoa beans, and even cola nuts. But here's the intriguing part. Not all caffeine is identical. That's right. The caffeine found in your coffee and tea doesn't perform the same dance once it's in your body. They're absorbed at varying speeds, which means the kick or buzz you get from each can be a unique experience. Imagine it as different genres of music played at different rhythms. Sometimes it's a slow, soothing waltz of a tea, and other times it's the hard-hitting rock and roll of a strong black coffee. Isn't it fascinating how one substance can have so many different effects? So, the next time you're sipping your coffee or tea, remember, the kind of jolt you're getting is not just about the caffeine. It's about where the caffeine comes from and how your body decides to groove with it. Now that's something to mull over your next brew, isn't it? Your genes dictate your caffeine metabolism. Ever marvel at how some folks can guzzle down a latte at night and still nod off like nothing happened, while others remain wide awake from a mere afternoon mocha? Turns out, your genes are the invisible puppet masters here. The scientific world has churned out studies that illuminate how specific genes can affect the speed of caffeine metabolism in our bodies. This genetic variability is the reason why we all react to caffeine in our unique ways. It's a bit like attending a live concert, isn't it? The music is the same, but the way we groove to it can vary vastly. Some of us are up on our feet, jumping to the beat, while others are gently swaying in their seats. So next time you see a friend chugging an espresso at bedtime and crashing without a hitch, don't just stand in awe. Remember, it's not about their caffeine defiance, it's their genes playing the caffeine symphony at a different rhythm. Caffeine can improve physical performance. If you're an athlete or a fitness fanatic, get ready to have your performance goals turbocharged. That's right. Your caffeinated elixir can do more than just shake off morning grogginess. It might be your secret weapon for that extra mile or that extra rep at the gym. You're probably wondering how, right? Well, caffeine's power lies in its ability to skyrocket adrenaline levels in your body. Adrenaline, the famed fight-or-flight hormone, primes your body for some serious physical action. Think of it like a superhero serum, transforming you into a version of yourself that's ready for peak physical performance. It's like having your very own personal trainer, tucked away in your coffee mug. Research has shown that caffeine can boost your physical prowess by up to an impressive 12% on average. So the next time you're prepping for an intense workout or gearing up for a sports competition, consider a caffeinated kickstart. But remember, as with everything, balance is key. Overdoing it can lead to jitters or even an unpleasant caffeine crash. So use this superpower wisely and let caffeine help you reach new fitness heights. Caffeine overdose is real and potentially lethal. While our beloved caffeine can certainly amp up our day and offer a host of benefits, too much of this potent stimulant could spell trouble. Yes, caffeine lovers, there's such a thing as a caffeine overdose, and it's not to be taken lightly. If your love for caffeine has you chugging down multiple cups of coffee, energy drinks, or even popping caffeine tablets, it might be time to pump the brakes. An overdose can whip up a storm of uncomfortable symptoms, including an unnervingly rapid heartbeat, bouts of vomiting, and a state of confusion that's far from the mental clarity your morning cup usually provides. In severe cases, seizures have been reported, painting a rather grim picture of excessive caffeine consumption. The kicker: although it's a rare occurrence, a caffeine overdose can indeed be fatal. So, as you savor your next latte or cappuccino, remember, moderation is key. In the world of caffeine, it's better to sip and savor rather than guzzle and gulp. Caffeine may offer protection against neurodegenerative diseases. Get ready to sip your brew with newfound appreciation. Emerging research has stirred up the intriguing possibility that your cherished caffeine fix may be a silent guardian against Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Yes, you read that right. Your morning cappuccino might be donning a superhero cape, stealthily safeguarding your brain's health. So, how does this magic unfold? The spotlight is on the adenosine receptor, a protein that can often play the villain, causing abnormal nerve cell function and development. But here's where caffeine swoops in. By blocking this mischievous protein, caffeine might be putting up a strong defense line against these debilitating neurodegenerative diseases. Isn't it thrilling to think that your daily Java could be your brain's secret protector? But remember, while this research is certainly promising, it's always prudent to discuss with your healthcare provider before ramping up your caffeine consumption for health reasons. In the meantime, as you cradle your next coffee cup, you might just view it in a different light, appreciating not just its taste and invigorating properties, but also its potential brain-boosting benefits. A cup of coffee, it seems, is much more than just a cup of coffee. It's a brew teeming with potential and mystery, just waiting to be unraveled. The mystery of decaffeinated coffee. Brace yourself for a bit of a shocker. That seemingly harmless cup of decaf you've been sipping might just be a caffeinated wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's clear up a common misconception. Decaffeinated isn't synonymous with caffeine-free. In fact, even your trusty decaf blend can pack a caffeine punch, albeit a tiny one. Here's the scoop. Your average cup of decaf isn't totally devoid of caffeine, but rather it quietly carries anywhere between 2 to 12 milligrams of it. That's right. Your decaf isn't as innocent as it appears. For the caffeine-sensitive among us, this stealthy caffeine presence could still be enough to keep you wide-eyed and awake when bedtime rolls around. Quite the plot twist, isn't it? So, next time you reach for that comforting cup of decaf, remember, it might still have a tiny caffeine kick hiding in its depths. Decaf, it seems, isn't always as it seems. Caffeine's surprising history. Let's take a thrilling ride down the historical lane of caffeine, shall we? Buckle up, because it's a journey spanning centuries and continents. Can you imagine a world before coffee? Sounds dreary, right? But caffeine's captivating history begins in the lush landscapes of Ethiopia around AD 850. Picture this. An observant shepherd watches his goats prancing about energetically after munching on some coffee berries. Intrigued, he takes a bite and, voila, the magical world of coffee awakens. But wait, it's not all about coffee. Tea, another caffeine-rich superstar, has an illustrious past of its own. In fact, it goes even further back in time. Can you believe the first cup of tea was brewed in China, way back in 2737 BC? And the best part? It was an accident. Yes, a beautiful mishap that happened when some tea leaves accidentally fell into the boiling water of the Emperor Shen. He loved the soothing aroma so much he decided to give it a try, and, well, the rest is history. Talk about being at the right place at the right time. So there you have it, the fascinating history of caffeine. Quite a saga, isn't it? Caffeine withdrawal is officially a mental disorder. Hold on to your espresso shots, because the roller coaster ride of caffeine isn't all smooth sailing. It appears that waving goodbye to your beloved coffee can come with its own set of twists and turns. Brace yourself for this jolting revelation. Caffeine withdrawal is now recognized as an official mental disorder. Yes, you heard that right. So what exactly are we talking about here? The answer lies in the aftermath of those caffeine-free days. They can stir up a whirlwind of unsettling symptoms like throbbing headaches and overpowering fatigue, and an ability to concentrate that's about as solid as a house of cards. And it's not just a mild inconvenience. These symptoms can crank up the severity dial to a point where they're meddling with your day-to-day life. Now, that's a plot twist we didn't see coming. So next time you think about ditching your daily cup of joe, remember this intriguing nugget of caffeine wisdom. It seems our relationship with caffeine is much like an engaging novel, filled with unexpected twists, mockingbirds eager to turn the page and discover what happens next. Just another reason why the world of caffeine never ceases to amaze. Caffeine can improve your mood. Are you ready for some mood-boosting news? It's time to shine the spotlight on the joy-inducing side of caffeine. While we often credit caffeine for its invigorating wake-me-up qualities, it seems this versatile stimulant also doubles as our undercover happiness agent. Intrigued? Here's the scoop. Caffeine has an extraordinary knack for blocking adenosine, a neurotransmitter that can often act like a party pooper in our brain's happy dance. But the caffeine magic doesn't stop there. By giving adenosine the boot, caffeine ramps up the release of two pivotal mood-enhancing messengers, dopamine and norepinephrine. Think of them as caffeine's trusty sidekicks, swooping in to infuse your day with a dose of cheerfulness. Now that's a caffeinated perk you probably didn't see coming. So the next time you're savoring that rich dark brew, remember you're not just fueling your day, you're also sipping on a secret potion, designed to sprinkle a little extra happiness into your daily grind. Seems like there's a whole lot more to love about caffeine than just its ability to keep us alert. Let the joy of caffeinated delights continue to lift your spirits and brighten your day. Isn't that a comforting thought to sip on with your next cup of joe?